Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Happy Friday. It's Capital Preservation Friday. Do you know what that means? It means if you made money this week, right? Make sure to keep it. Go into the weekend with a sound mind. There's no news today, right? There's no red folder news. And, well, we hit all-time highs this week, so I'm definitely in the mindset of, okay, risking smaller if I even take anything on my funded accounts, or I can just, trade an eval today. We'll see. But make that decision for yourself now before the trading day starts. And, and if you didn't make money this week, that's okay too. Just don't let it turn into a gusher. So, right, we hit that all-time high in ES and Q on Wednesday, CPI day. Right. So we pretty much had like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday up, right? We could have a TGIF set up, meaning we could retrace back into the weekly range 20 to 30%. However, I need to see if we did that already. We could have done that already during London. So let's do that a little quickly. I do have a different setting for my weekly retracement fib. Okay. Don't need that drawing. Cool. So did we do that already? Well, we retraced to 20% during oh yeah, there was a drop yesterday afternoon. I got a text message about it. I didn't even look at charts for that. But that's cool, I guess. Okay. Oh, and now TradingView actually has fibs that you can write on them, which is cool. Anyway, before I can't really. Okay, 509.25. That's 30% for ES. Okay, let's see on NQ. So we retraced 20%, but not 30% yet, so 82.25. Okay, so anything can happen today. I'm not coming in with any kind of bias, really. Well, let's let's show both of them. Okay. 4 hour. And let's just take a peek at YM for a moment. Right, YM did not hit all-time highs yet. Some people have been tagging me and asking me, hey, is this seasonal smart money technique, the seasonal SMT for a quarterly shift or something? I wouldn't really bet on that. Don't be guessing tops unless like you have a clean market structure shift on daily, so or like even 4 hour, right? Unless or like disrespect like closing below a daily fair value gap or something. I wouldn't really put too much on that, because also there's been a thing like someone else tagging me being like, hey, is this like the May being super look at last year's May or maybe 2022 about how it was bought up a lot, and if that's indicator that we're gonna like keep running. I don't know, it doesn't matter. I'm not really in the business of catching tops or bottoms Just gotta play with what's in front of us. So. Okay. Honestly, okay, so London also had like a kind of like a manipulation lower. Like it had a stop run here. I wouldn't really say that that's like gonna be the low of this daily candle. Because it's not really. I kind of like this. It's a low that lines up with this. Maybe. We'll have to see what happens. We have open in about 2 minutes, so I'll mark that out. I don't really trade the open. Mark out 950. Okay. I don't really need to mark that out right now. So, yeah, I'm not really. I might just take evals, you know, because actually, how many do I? Apex is 1 day pass and 90% off is on until this Monday. So you want to stack up your accounts. Like that's pretty much the best deal that Apex does. Like once every 3 months or so. So we're dropping before open, which is interesting. Interesado. So in the mood for Trader ASMR today. That is funny. Right, I actually didn't really. Let me take a gander at DXY. In the 4 hour, it's in a 4 hour fair value gap. I'm rejecting. I don't know. Have to see. Like, we're flat on the day right now, right? See? Where did we close yesterday? Yeah, there's not really much of a RTH or opening range gap there. A little bit. Hey Tanya, since it's Capital Preservation Friday, would you want to try the 250k Apex challenge? I like the 50ks the most. It's just the best drawdown to profit ratio, so that's what I do. I'm not like see a lot of people trying to do that. I'm like, I don't feel the need to be doing that. Like it is a good deal, but I don't like the drawdown to profit ratio. So, yeah. Okay, focusing on the charts now. Yeah, not really my favorite type of structure. Don't have high expectations today. I'm not going to go for any home runs for sure. Not that I really go for home runs normally. Remember, singles and doubles make home runs. If you have 4 singles, it's a lot easier to hit 4 singles than a 1 home run, honestly. That's some baseball terminology. I don't know if I know that not my whole audience is American, but I would think be okay. I don't even like baseball that much. Sorry. I'll just watch on cue. Doo-doo-doo. Not really. Okay, and then also I'm gonna have like alert if ES takes London low or whatever. Wait, it says 929 low. Yeah. I don't know. This isn't such like a, you know, like sometimes you'll see like London move down and you're like, oh, that's the Judas swing of the day. I don't have that feeling for today. No. Like, oh, that's the low. I don't think so, you know? Like, I don't think that's a safe low. Do. I don't really see any like SMTs and stuff to get in right now. So it could be just chop range. Could go for this. I don't know. I'm not gonna be worried if I miss it too much. It's not during my timing. You know what I realized actually is that like because a lot of people asking me like what's a macro or like can you explain more about that and whatever. I realized I like searched on YouTube ICT macros and I was like, oh, it's not like something that was a specific lesson in like a specific video. It was something that ICT explained, I think, probably throughout his 2023 mentorship, yeah. And during spaces. Macros run from the 50th minute to the 10th minute. 50th minute of the last hour to the 10th minute to the next one, pretty much every hour. It's oftentimes then that a delivery will take place. Okay. Well. Let's see. You know, whatever. I think you filled that tiny gap. And it's like, it's not like there's any inefficiencies here and such, so it could range. That's my bias for today. Chop. So probably going to I will just either maybe I don't even find a trade, or maybe you know, I'll trade evaluations or something. You know, like you could have reserves, like if you have already the maximum amount of accounts, like you could still pass more and then have them backups in case that you do fail a funded or whatever. Pretty much for, I think, yeah, for all of the ones that I use for Top Step, what is it, Apex and my funded futures, like handy to know. But yeah, what is this like? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with this right now, so I'm gonna be looking at DXY a little bit. That wrong monitor. Okay, this monitor. Okay. Right, so I don't know, this is like the 4 hour that we were talking about yesterday. We came into it and then we rejected it, which was good for those longs initially. We're back into it second time and a third time, so that could be a third drive. But there's not really a clean, I don't know. It could be. Yeah, I mean, it could like be reaching back into here to reject, to go lower. It's like pretty, it's okay. It's not that the worst actually. This is important for me. We're gonna have an FEG inside an FEG. FEGception. Okay, This is the 4-hour one. I probably want to just get rid of the middle line there. I want to see if it starts rejecting here to go lower, then we can probably, continue going higher in indices. It's 9:38. It's only been 8 minutes in the market. Let's see what's going on. If your point of interest has not been hit yet, or any sell side or buy side really swept, I like to just keep it on the 15 minutes so then I just don't get sucked into any manipulative trade, then so you don't start seeing something on a smaller time frame before the manipulation has taken place. It's rough. This is not. It can go either way. For me, this is 50-50. Because there's not been really a sell side or buy side sweep yet. So literally just put alerts at those places, and you know that you can trade without staring at the screen the whole time to preserve your energy. I mean, that's how I'll I don't really trade the afternoons so much anymore, especially if I've made money in the morning, right? I don't know. I'm pretty tired after streaming and talking for 3 hours straight. But if I do, it's because I had an alert, and then it triggered a trading view. I got a trading view text saying NQ crossing down, blah blah blah, I don't know, the only thing I possibly see here on ES is this reach up into this area and rejection, and it's more cleanly seen on regular trading hours. But yeah, I don't really see anything clean right now. It's only been 11 minutes, so I mean, we're in the side of the range. What is it called? What do they say? It's don't diddle in the middle. And then I don't know, third line, someone said something fiddle. Or you'll get played like a fiddle. That's actually a funny one. That's #1 blower of accounts, you guys. Who watched my risk management video? By the way, yesterday I was coughing without turning the mic off, and I saw later, oh, someone asked if I smoke? No, okay? That's rude, actually. If you're a regular here, you know that I cough in the mornings, and that's just how it is, okay? Whatever that's called. Post-nasal drip or whatever. Or I'm not hydrated. Stop trying to diagnose me. People in the chat that love to be, or people in general love to be medical professionals, whether it's a health what, doctor, nutritionist, or psychotherapist? Always diagnosing, misdiagnosing. I don't do any drugs, thank you. No droga for me, thank you. Oh, and the people that like to rhyme. My name is Tanya, and it rhymes with lasagna. Okay, thank you. If you're a couple of unoriginal people say rhyming my name Tanja Ganja or whatever, um, for the record, like that's something that when I was in Taekwondo and I was 12 years old, a 14-year-old boy made that joke to me. So you have the originality of a 14-year-old boy essentially. So. Anyway, back to the chart. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I still don't like it. That's the only thing that I possibly see, but like, it's not really a clean move down either. Right now, it's going to be the first 15 minutes of the hour of the trading day. So opening range. Huh. That's pretty yucky, right? The NQ is just ranging. So I'm not gonna mess around and find out, essentially. These are London lows. I don't think they're safe, but I also don't see like a clean way to target them right now. This is the 30-second? Okay. Yeah, I personally don't like it. I mean, I'm sure some people might have taken shorts, but I'm watching DXY here. On the 15, we're in that 15-minute fair value gap. I feel like this is very 50-50 on whether it bounces on an order block or whether it fails this balanced price range. So, right? So this could have been the bounce, or this inverted this, and this could be rejection. I don't really know. So, you don't know. There's no trade. No trade is also a trade. Cash is a position. Cash is a position. That's ugly. NQ, you're ugly. ES, you're semi-ugly. YM, are you going higher? I wouldn't be surprised. What the heck? So when NQ and ES were dropping, this was surging? Ah, whatever. Not really. Okay. They both surged. Okay. I like dry humor. I don't like it. I don't know what to tell you. Nothing is clean, no displacements. Ugh. 50-50. I mean, ES took these like small lows here. Perhaps you could count that as sell side, but like you could. It's a low before 8:30. It's a swing low. I don't like it. Okay, DXY is rejecting. 950 macro. I mean, it's more likely that ES is gonna go higher from here than lower. Just from like the macro stance, I would say. Not my favorite. Like, is NQ going lower? Yeah. This is where, okay, indices are a bit out of sync, DXY is going lower as indices are going lower right now, right? So not favorable conditions, right? To me, like this is, like I said, I think ES is presenting maybe a long setup. 950 macro right there, starting. But if NQ is so weak, I don't really want to take this. I'm sort of filtering this out right now. Because NQ is making lower lows right now. And DXY is not correlated, really. I mean, actually, it's going down. It's like okay. But still not my favorite right now. What's up? What's up? How to fight a very strong FOMO? Turn your charts off. Go outside. I can cover this in my risk management video, I would say. Okay. I was thinking. And if the ES trade works out, that's okay. I'm pleased then to see that it did work out, but I'm not willing really. Okay. I'm just looking at my checklist again. London did not take out eval. It's like okay. It's not. It's like alright. It's not really low probability conditions, but it's like alright conditions. I'm going towards new high of day. If it does, it's going to be pretty slow. I don't really like how, like, NQ hasn't even had really a displacement or structure shift. So I'm staying out for now. Staying out. Like this, it's just lower probability. Could still work out, but I'm just filtering that out, that trade out. And we'll see if what ends up happening, but yeah, not really promising. Not looking too promising. Maybe a 2.5 point stop to make like 4 or 5 points. But yeah, I'm okay with just price tape reading right now. If it gets there, then I'll be happy, but like I'll still be pleased, but just don't like it. Can still go lower. Right, what is this 15-minute candle looking like? It's pretty ugly. This 15-minute structure in general. This I don't really need. Let me see what the... Right? Like, it's not like if this is gonna move up to like here or something, like if this is gonna be like high resistance higher anyway, so I'm not really want to do that. We're still in the middle of this range, so I'm good. NQ making another lower low on the day, while ES is still holding up, but you know that could change any moment, especially the longer that it sort of hangs around here. We'll see. I'm happy to just tape read it for now. They're just way easier setups that were happened this week and coming next week, you know. Yeah, I'm not loving this action at all. So what we do, we just stay still. Trading is 90% waiting. What's YM doing? It's like, so here we have indices out of sync, right? YM is near the highs, and Q is near the lows. It's okay for them to be a little out of sync, like, oh, they're both at the lows, but NQ just made a lower low, this one didn't. That's okay, but like one completely being at the highs of the New York session and the other being at the lows is just no bueno. No me gusta. Likely this fails, like, because if you're in the trade, it's taking a long time. likely it'll stop you out. It's likely in high resistance conditions. Yep. Okay. And Q, again, new lows. So now it's sort of having a displacement. We'll see what this candle does, if it even makes a fair value gap or not. Yeah, this is ugly. Still ugly. So, like I said, you just mark out the 15-minute range. And pretty much stayed safe because of that. I don't know. Don't diddle in the middle. Like, we're pretty much like flat on the day still, right? Yeah. Pretty much at around yesterday's close. So both. What's this low? 1550. It took yesterday's low out during London on ES, but meh. Right? It could go either way. But it took out yesterday's low also, and NQ, I think probably during London, right? Yeah. I don't know. Not such a fan of this. We could take out, maybe we'll have an SMT at the low. Maybe NQ takes this out. ES doesn't. I don't know. Find out. Really is about knowing which conditions to press the button in. So, I mean, we barely did anything today, and we have difficult conditions. You see, like when that little drop that NQ did, where I said, oh, it might be displacing completely just back into that range again. Wasn't really much there either. So, high resistance conditions. That's all I can say. Small candle bodies, huge wicks, makes it difficult. Capital Preservation Friday. If I get into anything, it'll probably be on eval, you guys. Not in the mood to go into the weekend with sour mood. I just like I said, my conditions are not. Why I'm just hit going higher again. Didn't hit that high yet. Interesting that we stopped right before London low on NQ. Oh, also we have Fed Waller speaking at 10:15. So that's orange folder news. Yeah. We'll see if he has any effect on things, but I mean, I really don't like this. I don't really care that we are going in that direction. I'm still pleased to see it, but yeah, I'm okay with not being part of the move. It's taking ages to just move like 5 points on ES, and it might not even hit it because it's high resistance. Hmm. Like DXY did get rejected in that 15-minute FEG, right? Going lower, probably going for that sell side. So at least there's like one thing is like, okay, they are moving in tandem. But I don't really see any satisfying displacements on NQ or ES, really. Right? Okay. Yep. So, very difficult conditions there. I don't have nothing to do right now. We haven't hit really any like major sell side that or buy side that I'm interested in, so don't diddle in the middle. I don't have nothing to do. Really. S&Ts, both sides. Indices. So we'll see at 10:15 is like Fed Wall are gonna do anything to affect the market. I don't know. Sometimes they do say things that are wild that cause some volatility. To me, it seems like it's going to be a quiet Friday. I don't have high expectations, right? We hit all-time highs this week already. So far so good on me, like filtering out that trade, honestly. See what we did since the open. Like, we can just turn on RTH and just have the 1 minute. Really, you see? Like, this is what's happened since the open. Not much to write home about, really. These are actually pretty hard conditions to even like pass a challenge in, you know, because you have trailing drawdown, it's choppy. Can't really you can get hurt even with that. Hmm. Let's see. Someone says that they hate intraday trailing drawdown. If you hate intraday trailing drawdown, there are other kinds of like accounts out there. Actually, My Funded Future just came back with their static account the other day. Their 30K static. I actually really like that one for beginners. So it's like 1,500 drawdown to make 2,100. And if once you make money, it doesn't trail behind at all. So it's basically like a personal account. And it's the same when you get funded too. It never, so you can't get your account balance below 28,500. And it just stays there. So. There's always, there's other, and what I actually like about it is that like there's, it's like maximum of 2 contracts. So you can't be a degenerate, right? 20 micros or 2 contracts for minis. But yeah, if you want to check that out, then you can check that out. But there's different perks to different things. Like, this is so ugly. How much are you gonna like? You see, like I've been fiddling on like the 1 minute in the small time frame, and like I said earlier, like it's easy to get lost in that smaller time frame. Even though like that, like even though like some that the range hasn't really been broken out since, you know, London low and that high, it hasn't been swept. No buy side or sell side really, like in the whole range. So that's like a prime example there, but I did filter it out, so that's good. Prime example of high resistance conditions here, right? It's ugly. It's just chopping. Like, I think that I don't have high expectations. So we'll keep watching price. What's gold doing? I feel like lots of people have been trading gold recently on my timeline. So I'll take a look at that. What a gap up there. Interesting. It's near all-time highs there. Okay. I had a gap up. It's just ranging. And I also took like no sell side. It's a quiet market today. Let me see. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Right on time, my mental game reminder, 10:15 a.m. Right after I said check yourself before you wreck yourself, I had my little mental game reminder go off. That's hilarious. Okay. It's crude oil. That's how boring the indices are right now, is that I'm like looking at other assets for a bit. So crude oil took last week's low. It's inching towards last week's high. It filled its RTH gap already. Probably goes towards buy side. But I'm not just gonna trade that asset because I'm not used to it. Right? Gotta know your assets. Yo, it's like watching paint dry. Crazy, crazy. Can you imagine like people like getting chopped up in here? Probably a lot. I used to like Fridays used to be my worst day. Right? So much so that like even like when I talk to my mom, like she's like, "How's your day?" And I'd be like, "Oh, yeah, not really that great. The action today it sucked or whatever." And then she literally pointed out to me one time. She was like, she literally was like, you should stop trading Fridays," right? When I was more of a beginner, but this is probably why, so I was trading in high resistance liquidity run conditions, and I kept re-entering in choppy environment, right? So at least now that's some growth, right? If you can identify when the conditions are not good and you and you keep your capital intact and safe, that really helps your bottom line the most, because it's easy to make money in trading. It's harder to keep it, right? It's so ugly. Let's see if we have anything from the chat. There we go. Live, love, laugh says, first time watching you trading live, already learning how to be patient. Usually I would have taken 10 scalps and in panic mode by now. That's funny. Tanya, you've been trading with ICT concepts for how many years? 2 years. Two years. And 2 years without them, where I wish I found them sooner, but, you know, your timing is always right. You know, I have no regrets. Everything happens in its own time, and sometimes lessons you learn were necessary, and some things don't work out for the best, right? Most things are like that. I actually wanted to be when I was like 20, I actually wanted to be a doctor, and I completed engineering courses, and I completed all the pre-med prerequisites, and I even got, like, you know, letter of rec, like, in a I did actually apply to like a fast track one where you can get in your sophomore year. Got rejected, and that's all for the best. All for the best. Because I actually decided in my senior year, like, I actually don't want to do medicine. You have to really love it, and I didn't really love it. So then I pivoted to tech. Then pandemic hit, or whatever, lockdown, and really hard to find jobs. It took my friends actually a year to find a job. And I was like just doing like a bunch of jobs, honestly, and learning how to trade. I was like doing tutoring, right? I was tutoring calculus, physics, chemistry. I was doing personal assistant work. I was even walking dogs here in New York City. Reselling Taylor Swift merchandise, like literally a bunch of different things, while also learning how to trade. That's sort of just to give myself the flexibility, right, on the hours. So I actually did work a 9-to-5 job, actually, from the ages of 14 to 19. It was like a 9-to-6 job. It's like a receptionist slash answering phone calls slash booking meetings and stuff. Hated that. The hustle never stops. Okay, oh my god. You know, like when you a memory is like in the back of your mind, and you're like, oh wow, I forgot about that. And then it resurfaces, you're like, wow. This is basura. Garbage. Action, really. So 10:15 he was speaking. He didn't really do much to the market, I'm not gonna lie. It's not like Jay Powell. Jay Powell just starts speaking, and we'll see like a dump at NQ of like 40 points or something. Yeah, so we're still in this range. Don't diddle in the middle. Still in this larger range here. So it's ugly. How many people are here right now? Wow, 3,240. What's up? But I would say that's the most important thing to know when the environment is not good to trade. You know, I've traded in this environment even, was it like day before CPI Tuesday, and I was able to find trades because of sell side and buy side. We booked 2 wins that day. But here I don't see my setup, any of those setups, so I'm just still waiting. Maybe a 1050 macro, maybe not. Keep waiting. I'm just waiting for the world to change. It's like, oh hey Patrick, what's up? You guys, actually on Instagram, what's the poll at? I put up a poll saying, hey, should I collab with Patrick again? I don't know if everybody remembers that. Who was there at that time? When in end of January? The poll says 67% yes. Ooh. Patrick says, just spent $6,000 on Victoria's new purse. I need to make some money trading today. Help. Oh yeah, I saw she posted like Louis Vuitton. So it's a nice. I like the purse. I really don't like Louis Vuitton actually. Generally with all their like their monogram like plastered over the whole purse, I think it's tacky. But she didn't get one of those, so it looks good. Is Justin your BF? Who's Justin? I don't know who Justin. Patrick. I don't have a BF. Yeah, Castillo said Patrick in the house. Patrick. Patrick. Not a good day to make money today. Yeah, I know. You should. CPI was really the day to press the button. Does Top Step stop you when you pass and reach your goal? No. Or do you need to keep going until the system kicks me out? Why would if you reach your goal, you should stop yourself. Tanya teach Patrick how to trade. Yo, Patrick said that he was going to teach Victoria how to trade and like do a whole series on it. Where is that? Where is that, Patrick? You guys, should I teach my little sister how to trade and do a whole series on that? I don't know if she has the passion for it. Tanya and TBM live stream events soon. Yes. You know what? Yeah, it is. It's funny when people think that, you know, there's rivalries and such. Like we're all if you think of yourself as colleagues instead of competitors, you're gonna have a much better time. We all talk to each other, you guys. Justin Bieber, #1 trader. That's funny. Oh yeah, I'm literally wearing the leopard shirt because Patrick is not streaming today, by the way. It's Leopard Shirt Friday. That's literally why. I wanted to see if anyone was gonna notice. Anyone notice that? Fresh Cash Friday, yes. Patrick still is in Paris, I think. Put on house music. Fresh. You know, you posted Rembrandt on your story. It's like, we have that in America. We have that in the Met. You guys, Patrick uses FEGs himself, so. Have a lingering feeling you listen to a lot of Balkan music. Are you my dad? That's my dad. You freaking blast the folk music and the neighbors could all hear it. You don't care. I don't really like it, you guys. They're still just ranging. How long do you suggest a tape read only before taking demo trades? 3 months. Three months. So what, how long, right? That trade I pointed out here, which I filtered out, because this could have very well taken that, but it finally took that little buy side target. That took literally $40 minutes to move 5 points. That's not a trade I care about to be in, right? I'm waiting for short squeeze. Where the heck is it? That's funny. Let me call up the market makers. Bring, bring, bring. Hello. Send it higher from us. Thank you. You guys, I mean, it could definitely go for new highs of day. It's now, I mean, it's definitely grinding towards it. DXY is bearish, going for that low from that London low. I'm just not in love with the price action. Wee, I'm in Paris. Yeah, I'm not going to Paris anytime soon, you guys. You guys know why, right? If you know where I'm from, you would know why. But has to do with soccer. Paris, Wyoming, that's what we're talking about, yeah. And now YM is not near the highs of the day, which is strange because that's what was the stronger sister. So yeah, I'm good, bro. We're literally still in this range. Yeah. Soccer. I'm American. I say soccer. Are you planning on continuing these streams through the summertime? What do you guys think? Should I? Let's vote. Okay, polls in. You know, yeah, I mean, I don't really have vacation planned right now, but if I take a vacation, it'll be in August. Probably not long. You know, you guys, I haven't been further west in the US than Detroit. And my own brother just moved to the West Coast like in July. Moved to like the Bay Area. Tanya gonna come live in Miami for the summer. I'm gonna do that in the winter. I'm definitely not gonna be in New York for a full winter ever again. Like, miserable. January is miserable. Okay, DXY is crossing lower from just taking that sell side London low. He's not even a debate. You have to stream if you're here. Okay, 92% said yes. Cool. You guys, I have to now. I don't have a choice anymore. I took like a little bit of a break. What was it, like in April? My cousin came here in New York. You can check out the vlogs. But like, people were DMing me like every day, which I appreciate. But it does. I major respect for anyone that live streams regularly on a regular basis. It's not easy at all. And yeah. Puerto Rico trader house. That's so funny. Puerto Rico. I don't know. So are we gonna hit these London highs for NQ, I wonder? I don't know, I just didn't like that action. It was really just 50-50. So I'm Gucci. What is it right now? 10:33? This is the first break taking out the opening range high. That's funny. Pacific Northwest. I've never been there, yeah. I think Utah is a cool state. I don't know if it's underrated or not, but I think it's underrated. All those national parks. The salt. What is it, like the salt plains or something? Salt. Utah in the house, says Jared. Salt flats, okay. I don't know. We're like all in all, we're still in that between the range. I'm like fine with this. I'm not getting into anything. I love you, Tanya. Love you too. Winter is terrible there. Winter is terrible in New York too. Do do do. See 1050. Come to Brazil. I don't know Portuguese, I know Spanish. And I took ancient Latin for 2 years in high school. Actually enjoyed that, so did retain some of that. I played GeoGuessr for the first time yesterday. It was so fun. Oh my god. Me and a couple friends, and I helped the team out because there was like a poster and it said something in like Croatian, Slovenian, whatever, and then I was like, oh wait, I can read that, and then it said Ljubljana, and I was like, oh my gosh, I knew it. It's the best when it's like, you know that your opponent's probably not gonna get it. That's what I'm doing nowadays, playing chess and GeoGuessr. I don't know, you guys. I'm not like in love with this. Like, this was just like. Still, how much should we move up from here? Like, from here, let's say. 27 points, decent. But like I said, it didn't really take any sell side for me to want to participate in that. We're still like in that range, right? I'm okay with not taking a trade when action looks like this, right? Totally okay. I don't care what anyone in the chat says. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you? I like taking trades when the market looks like this, right? This is 10:15 to 11, right? And that's what we did. We nailed the low that day. We played shorts to here and then longs. Like perfect. Beautiful. So why would I decide to risk the same amount of money on this day? We haven't even left. We haven't taken sell side or buy side. We haven't even left the range. As I did on this day. Like, it doesn't make sense to me on a Friday with no news. So someone did ask. That's my answer to why. Someone saying, the market is moving nicely. Why didn't you take a trade? Well, your definition is different than mine, right? NQ is probably like in a 50-point range. Not even, right? Since the open. Whatever it is. Yeah, 50-point range. Rather be in the trades when it's 100-point range. Much easier. It's just generally a lot easier. There's no jagged low for me to really think is a protected low. And personally, this is how I would blow up accounts in the past, right? So some people have tunnel vision, zoom your charts out. Yeah, I do agree. I mean, hey, if you're up today, good congrats, but I don't place any pressure on myself to, you know what, where is this? I love this saying. Now, where does this pop up? Whatever, I'll put in the other watermark one. I don't know where that is. A lot of people ask me, how do you put that on your chart? I just watermark. Right? I'm gonna change it to own lane, own race, own pace. Okay? There's no competition. There's no rush, really. So let's see 10:50. Yeah, we're all good in this. You're fine. You're fine. Panta Ray. Something of the king. What's Panta? Everything flows. Oh, it's Greek. Okay, that's why. I thought it was Latin. Tanya, what's the other time watermark called? AGFX. You gonna do Spanish ICT concepts for us soon? No. Like, I would not say I'm fluent in Spanish. I can understand. Yes, and I can probably speak at a basic level. Can I check the 6-hour chart? I've never even done that in my life. Did you ever get in a cycle of trying out signal providers where I paid? Yeah, I paid for some signal providers and it didn't work. Didn't work. So no point. Learn your own model. Learn how to take your own trades. If you're paying for someone else's signal, you're never going to be as confident in that trade as you would be if you created the plan yourself and accepted the risk yourself, right? Yeah, I probably spent, I don't know how much money, at least $5,000 on like different education and signals or groups, whatever, Discord groups or whatever. And it's funny how the thing that I learned for free is the thing that really worked for me in the end, right? Because I was not a charter member of ICT. I only started learning it March 2022. Would I ever sell a service? No. Nope. You guys don't get scammed by, I don't have Telegram or Discord, or I don't sell a course. I don't manage money, okay? On Instagram, there's a lot of imposters. It's just Tanya Trades, just like Twitter. Tanya Trades, just like YouTube. Tanya Trades, that's it. Don't get scammed by people. There's so many that every day there's new ones, and it's like impossible to even block because they block you first, and it's so hard to just find them. So like, and every day there's new ones, and I think that if you're a woman, you have more because you probably, they think that your people will trust you more or something. So be careful. I know that like there's a million for humble trader also. So yeah, doesn't make sense. If I stream live on YouTube for free, do you think I'm gonna like DM you? First off, I'm not gonna DM you and be like, "Hey, pay me this money." No, why? People have witnessed me make my own money on stream right here. Plus, I would be so much more pressure. My own family asks me to manage their money. I say no. Okay. My own dad, he's like, "Tell me when you're ready. I'll give you some money." I'm like, "Bro, no. I'm not doing that." Also, I don't need your money. I'll just give you money instead. Don't give me any money. What? That's just a way to add a million tons of pressure for no reason. That's more pressure than streaming. How many trades a week do you normally take? This week I took 7. I don't like it, you guys. I don't know. I'll see you at 10:50, but I'm not whatever. Like, you have this, like, maybe we come back down into the discount and then goes for buy side again, but no, I don't like it. So it's the high resistance conditions. Is it though? Indices are still in sync. DXY is going lower. Yeah. I don't know. See what happens. Philip Matula. That's a funny question. Would you clap Patrick on live trading? Honest thoughts. It's very difficult. When we did the stream at end of January, it was like it's like we were like kind of sharing a computer. So like next time it will definitely be like I'll bring my own. I'll have my own screens and connect it. And it's also different because like if you're looking at different things and he's talking and he has different things on his chart. It's a different type of situation for sure. So, and it's not really competition. Okay, hey, hi Ludwig. Hey, on Apex PA account 50k. If I'm always more than 50k with up and down, the trailing stop chase me after 50,100 if I still don't hit the profit goal. On the PA account. Okay. There's no profit goal per se on the PA account, but it stops trailing at 50,100 completely on PA accounts. So if you get to 52,600, then it stops trailing at 50,100. Don't get your account balance lower than that. Luka Georgievich. Oh, that's funny. Luka Georgievich says, I knew it, she's Croatian. Yeah. I like the name Luka. I do. Luka Modric, Luka Doncic. I like that name. Probably gonna name my kid that. I'm not even I don't even have anyone to have a kid with. That's my non-negotiable. Modric the GOAT, yes. Joshko Guardiol. I love Joshko Guardiol. He's great. He's doing so good early in his career. I've said it on Twitter that I'm a Joshko Guardiol fan, right? So my dad's a diehard Arsenal fan, so we actually watch some football together, soccer together. And Manchester City's playing. He obviously always roots for the other team, even though there's 2 Croatians on that team. And because he loves Arsenal. And last weekend, Joshko Guardiol gave 2 goals. But after it was 2-0, my dad just flipped the TV off, so I didn't even know about the second goal he gave to make it 3-0. Praying with your dad this Sunday. Hala Madrid, yes. Isn't that crazy? He's the oldest guy, Modric, with Madrid. You know, we'll see if it ends up retracing to here, to the discount of the swing of the leg that had a market structure shift. I'm still not in love with this because it this didn't really sweep much sell side except for like trendline liquidity. But, you know. That's like low-key funny though. Non-negotiable before anyone starts to date me. I'm naming the kid Luca. Say that on the first date. I don't know. I could also just get there without me, which is fine. But like really like this push up is just high resistance. We're still in this range. Don't diddle in the middle, as they say. Antonio K says, does only one day to pass mean that I only have one day to pass the challenge, or indicating it's a minimum of 1 day? Minimum of 1 day. That just means like you could get to profit target in 1 day and then have your funded account the next day. Doesn't mean like you have to pass it. You have basically for futures firms how it works is that they're generally cheaper than Forex ones. Because it's like a monthly fee. So like you don't pass in like the first month, then you'll get rebilled. But most people do pass within a month anyway. But yeah, like some of them have like you can only make like 50% of the profit target in 1 day. The maximum you have to pass in like 2 days. Like you can't just get to profit target 1 day. So the ones that have one pass in 1 day are Apex and My Funded Futures. But obviously don't push the button if your setup's not there. Like this takes a lot of discipline, just watching price without being in a trade 24/7. There's an FOMC at 12:15. What's the significant difference between eval and the PA count, guys? Well, like eval is like the challenge phase, and then PA count is the funded phase where you can start withdrawing, getting payouts. Can you try to speak in Portuguese? I think that's like coxinha. Isn't that like the fried ball of cheese or whatever? It's good. There was a nice FEG on NQ 1012 where it retraced at 1017. Did you ever taken this trade since it didn't take SSL, so I'm not sure if it was safe. Are you talking about the 5 minute, this one? Oh, you're talking about probably 1 minute. That's pretty much why I didn't take it. Yeah. Talking about this? Yeah, that's why I didn't take it either. I mean, it was very much 50-50 for me. Indices out of sync. There's still sell side here. ES was actually also very close. There was a fair value gap here, especially this. Like, there's still fair value gap here. I'm sure maybe someone like took, I don't know if people would have taken this inversion and fair value gap setup here. After it inverted this, it did come back into FEG here. But still, it's not like it took sell side, you know? That's like, yeah, I wouldn't have taken it. Like, you see that I didn't take it. I really wouldn't be surprised if this fails over here. It doesn't go for here, it goes for this. So like, let's see if maybe there is a reversal. Should I try this on Evo? What do you guys think? 7-point stop to make 19. I think I can try that. Is it even gonna give me the fill? Whatever, I entered. So, I did enter, but like a shitty fill, but whatever. Still like 1.5 R. This is, like I said, low probability though. So don't just enter because I'm entering. It's a little bit entertainment purposes, a little bit just like thinking there could be a reversal to the lower end of this range. Okay. Because I'm thinking it's like a failed bull flag type of situation. Just like in my head. Like just fading retail type of situation, so we'll see. I'm not like a fan of it like just not closing and just going slowly, but that's high resistance conditions for you. Let's see, you guys. We'll see. Let's see that said the blind man. Okay, I don't need to actually have this open anymore. 48.50. Really, if we invert this, like, then I'll get out. So that's my real stop, but I put on the swing high. Okay. So let's see us drop. And 11 a.m. is pretty good for London close. Pretty good time for it to have some speed. So 11 to 11:10. If we don't get there by then, 11:10, I will just get out my trade. Okay. Let's check it out. What are we doing here? So yeah, this 5-minute closes. I would love for this 5 minutes to at least close below this and this. Right? So we are still following bearish order flow. We create a little FEG there. Denied. Close below here. I could probably put my stop at like 67 at this point. Just a 3-point stop. Pretty easy. Midpoint of this, you know, it shouldn't come back there. And here we are. It's starting to deliver, which is good. Honestly, I was pretty fast and nimble in getting into that trade. I'm pretty happy so far. I might just book one contract. No, I'll keep it. I'll keep it. Let's see until 10. Probably keep the stop at break even now. Yeah, as it's distributing. And there we go. Boom. Patience pays, you guys. Pay the trader. You see, we waited around an hour and a half for a trade, and there it is. And we went in it quickly. And that's it. So you can see. Pretty good. That's my trade right there. So, where are the W's in the chat? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained right now? I said when it would happen and said let's wait for 10:50. And there it is. Don't know what else you want. Okay, so now we're 6 for 8 on the week, I think. Really good. All right. W's. I showed it and I said when I'd get in. So, you know, I think that was pretty good, pretty professional. Can't ask for better. And you see how when I was in this, how long did it take for it to deliver, right? That was not a trade I had to wait so long to happen, right? That was not a trade I had to wait a long time. How long did it take? We can take the measuring tool. Got in around here. Got out here. 3 minutes and 30 seconds, or 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Meanwhile, this same move up, you know, took longer. So, let's see what ends up happening here. Someone said I look for longs. No, unless it shifted bullish, because we didn't take any sell side really. It could go lower, but I'm very happy with my bridge builder, right? I built a bridge from one side to another side. Don't have to get all the way. Bridge Builder series, very good. By ICT. Okay. Very good, I think. Where's Patrick? I gave the freaking $5,000 on that trade. What the fuck? Oh, Patrick took the signal? W. Oh, Patrick got the W too. That's low-key hilarious. Okay. Tanya's my W. Okay, Patrick. Calm down. I can't believe he was actually still watching. Low-key hilarious. Just told Victoria that Tanya paid for the new purse. I love his girlfriend, Victoria, honestly. She's such a good person. You guys, I need, when the ring is popped, I need to be there, for the wedding so I can live stream the wedding. Someone's asking the TGIF setup. You know, I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know if it's gonna go for here. That 30% retracement, it could. The important part is made money along the way. Okay. What chart time frame is that? 30-second. Was it on the 1 minute? No. So yeah, had to be on the 30-second to find it. A lot of my trades recently has been on the 30-second, you guys. Okay. Cesare Abate says it was exciting. I was about to go short when Tanya said she was going short. It was my confirmation. Yeah, a lot of people say the same. So yeah, that's, I would say, the lesson of the day. Stay patient. You know, I hope that people understand now how I trade. Okay, we're gonna have the viewership drops after a trade. I know. They come in, they just leave. They're like, all right, got my trade. I'm done. They got what they wanted from me, and then they leave. They all leave, you guys. I'm the mule, but seriously, don't copy my trades if you don't, if it like it's not your setup. If you're already looking at it, like someone said, like, oh, that helped them feel confident, that's really what it is for. Like, Queen of Nasdaq has done it again. You need a tip bucket. There's a tip option on here, but yeah, Patrick, where's my tip? You said you made 5K. You're gonna make some prop firms bankrupt. Yo, imagine if, like, guys, if you never hear from me again, that's what happened. if suddenly my YouTube channel just goes dead, it's because I've been kidnapped by the prop firms. Okay. All right. Well, that's it. Go home with a W, guys. That's what I'm gonna do. And stay safe. Don't be a degenerate. And I'll see you back here next week. Ciao.